Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Vault Talk. I'm your host Jared, and today we're going to be talking about a movie that came out in 1933 on this date, King Kong, the eighth wonder of the world. This movie was directed by Marion C. Cooper and featured Carl Denham, played by Robert Armstrong, a down-on-his-luck director looking to make a quick cash break during the Great Depression. Once Carl Denham finds his leading actress, or should I say leading victim, Ann Darrow, played by the Scream Queen, Fay Wray, they, along with their crew, and Jack Driscoll, played by Bruce Cabot, embark to find the mysterious Skull Island. Once Carl Denham and his crew find Skull Island, they realize they aren't the only ones on the island, and the people that are living there aren't exactly the friendliest. As they try to escape the island, Ann Darrow ends up being captured by the natives and brought as sacrifice to King Kong. At this point, the movie shifts gears and turns into a race against time as Carl, Jack, and the crew try to find Ann before she's eaten alive by King Kong. Once Carl and the crew find Ann Darrow, Carl realizes that all he had worked for might not have gone to waste, as he brings King Kong into submission and back to New York City. While on display in New York City, something goes wrong, and King Kong breaks from his chains, grabbing Ann Darrow and bringing her iconically to the top of the Empire State Building. The movie ends as King Kong is slain by the pilots and falls off the Empire State Building, with Carl Denham giving his famous speech, "It was beauty that killed the beast." After 84 years, this movie still holds up. Although the visuals do look a bit dated with the stop-motion animation, this is a fast-paced movie for the 1930s. The acting in this movie by Fay Wray and Robert Armstrong is on point, as Fay Wray brings her best to this picture. While watching this film, though, I must say I did see a lot of comparisons to Jurassic Park in a sense, where it almost looked like this was the pre-version of Jurassic Park, the test pilot. You also get awe shots similar to Jurassic Park, with Stegosauruses walking next to Carl Denham and his crew. One thing I found that did date this movie even more so than the stop-motion animation was the portrayal of the native inhabitants of Skull Island. Although the movie does say that Carl is looking for a place somewhere in Oceania, it doesn't really feel like a Polynesian tribe they found. It feels more of an African tribe. This is due in part from the fact of the Great Depression in the 1930s, forcing RKO to save money by reusing sets from previous movies in King Kong for numerous things such as the wall and different parts of the village. Beyond that though, I found that at times the native inhabitants felt almost like stereotypical Africans that they just threw into their role. So here are some of my thoughts while watching this movie. I noticed a lot of parallels to colonialism and such, with the civilized world meeting new inhabitants in a strange fantastical land with all new surroundings. Coming in at exactly 100 minutes, it's easy to see why this film is an instant classic and influenced so many films that came after it. This was also the picture that helped save RKO from going under during the Great Depression in the 1930s. That's it for this review. Thanks for watching Vault Talk. I'm your host, Jared, and be sure to check out our next review, The Brain That Wouldn't Die. See you then.